When a fear of our own flaws keeps us stuck, a genuine self-reflection becomes a lifesaver, revealing who we are, what we want, and how we can flourish. In the next moments, follow my journey from running away from inconvenient truths to embracing them and discover how honest self-reflection can radically reshape your life. Do you sometimes catch yourself skimming over the real issues in your life, too uneasy to go a little bit deeper? I used to look the other way whenever self-reflection hinted I might find something more unpleasant. But guess what? Facing those truths turned out to be one of the greatest gifts I could give to myself. Today we'll explore the raw power of honest self-reflection, how confronting your own stories, flaws and dreams can really become the genuine key to lasting growth. Are you wondering what truths you would find if you actually looked a little deeper? Let's dive into the bravery and breakthroughs that honest self-reflection can spark in your life. Whenever fear of your own faults feels paralyzing, reflecting honestly can be the turning point for you. For years, I dreaded the real me I might see if I dug a little bit too far. Would I find regrets that I tried to bury, or realize how uncertain I felt about my direction? So like many, I used distractions, social media, staying busy, just random tasks. That looming question of, what if I'm not who I hope I am, just really frightened me. I felt stuck in the day-to-day routine without taking a step back to look at the bigger picture. Anytime I tried to reflect, it was chaotic. I would jot random lines in a notebook or overthink mentally without a real plan. I found myself swirling in negativity or just stopping too soon. Without a method, reflection felt messy and I got discouraged, convinced that it wasn't worth the effort. Sometimes I wouldn't even know how to start. That just fed the procrastination and I kept postponing that moment. I would glance at the problem, feel uneasy and just bail out. That's enough introspection for one day, I would joke, half relieved to back off. Ironically, never pushing beyond that surface meant never hitting the real breakthroughs that demanded my attention. I was getting satisfied with the shallow answers without spending the real time to think a little bit deeper about underlying issues. That stopped me from the real growth because I was focused on the symptoms of the problems, not the actual reasons behind them. My turning point came the day I decided to commit, no running away. I had a feeling I would learn way more if I went deeper, and I finally decided to do it. I set aside 15 minutes daily with a real format, 3 questions about my progress, the key challenges I faced, and the fears. This forced me to get specific, writing more than just "I'm fine." I've put my reflection playlist on and just sat with pen and paper. Soon I was unearthing deeper issues like self-doubt around my career path or regrets about some missed friendships. I slowly started to regret that I didn't do a proper reflection before. Strangely, naming my insecurities freed me more than it hurt. Once I admitted that I'm scared I might fail if I chase this new direction, the fear lost some power. Acknowledging it turned the scare into something addressable, like a problem that can be tackled, not just the ghost haunting me. That gave me the basis to draw the plans to tackle those obstacles. For every challenge and fear, I would brainstorm the potential solutions and pick one to focus on moving forward. Over time, I noticed how the fears started evolving and being more specific. And the more specific they got, the clearer action plans I could devise for them. Soon I realized all my perceived flaws, lack of confidence, messy follow-through could become growth areas once I acknowledged them. Accepting my current self set on a solid ground to stand on. Only then could I decide whether to upgrade certain habits or attitudes. That acceptance was the first gentle step towards real change. We often struggle to accept feedback, even if it comes from ourselves, but acknowledging it helped me to understand that I could change and work on whatever I wanted. And that gave me the real freedom. The truth is that the sooner you confront your real traits, your strong suits, your pitfalls, the faster you can refine or build upon them. No more illusions. You see exactly where you stand so you can chart a better route instead of kidding to yourself that maybe you're not as good as you thought you are. With that being said, your planning becomes realistic. Instead of making random resolutions, you craft steps based on who you truly are. That means each day's task or bigger goals align seamlessly with your authentic self. You focus on the areas that keep coming to you whenever you reflect, and over time you can't help it but to get better. That is, if you actually do something about that. I realized there was another unexpected bonus: gratitude. Acknowledging small positives in yourself or your life fosters an uplifting mindset. especially in the difficult times when you condition yourself to see the positives, however few there are. It helps you keep going. Over time, you sense that I'm not perfect, but I'm growing, and that's something to be proud of. That sense of daily forward motion sparks even more motivation. And then you keep going forward and the cycle closes. It's time to apply these insights practically so you can rewire your inner narrative. Pick a reflection method. Could be a daily journaling prompt. Commit at least a week. Consistency breaks the fear barrier. Then go one layer deeper. Don't stop at the first sign of discomfort. Ask why. A second, then a third time, to discover even deeper motivations or fears that are beyond and behind of what you're actually afraid of. Focus on action. After each reflection, pinpoint one tangible step, like a speaking to mentor or altering a habit. Without action, reflection is just words. It's so critical to ask yourself in this moment, so what question? What can you do about what you've just learned? Accept yourself. Remind yourself daily, unveiling weaknesses or regrets is an act of courage, not a shame. The mindset turns vulnerability into a path for growth. Remember, reflection is a tool to help you improve. It's not the place to fear judgment or blame circumstances of your life. It's a perfect moment to take ownership over your life, learn about yourself, and then create a plan to improve. It's as simple as this, so put aside your self-criticism and try to reflect deeper and deeper each time you attempt to do so. And I can promise you, you will be surprised about the impact it's going to have on you.